that there is a fundamental social problem to address through peaceful means instead of violence. Over the past years, the Prime Minister has shown understanding and support for protest by various groups, including indigenous opponents of pipelines, Black Lives Matter, and even farmers in India. The BLM organization is run by self-described communists, and BLM demonstrations in the summer of 2020 led to rioting, arson, destruction, and physical injuries in many North American cities. And yet, Mr. Trudeau went to kneel at one such demonstration here in Ottawa, and the media covered it as a legitimate protest. In contrast, Mr. Trudeau has been nothing but vicious and vindicative in his attacks against opponents of COVID mandates and restrictions in general, and the truckers' convoy in particular, even though they have been entirely peaceful and non-violent.
Warning, censorship.
So hey, Alexa for Urban News. I'm still in Ottawa, and I'm here at the Marriott where a press conference was held by not only Maxime Bernier but as well some scientists, doctor, truck driver, and other people who joined to shed a light on the current situation. I had the time to ask a couple of questions to Maxime Bernier, and it was nice as well to see that not only the mainstream media was here, but as well independent journalists who create a certain debate here on scene. So let's check it out.
Yes, yesterday we learned that an MP from the Liberals team said that enough is enough. And, I agree with him. But, that's courageous because, he said that Justin Trudeau is dividing the population, and what he said was not right. During the campaign, the electoral campaign, and after the electoral campaign. So that's, I hope that more liberal and also conservative MPs will come on board and speak about these mandates. I hope that is only the beginning.
And why it's important for you to take part of the Freedom Convoy?
Yeah, our party has been based on four principles: individual freedom, personal responsibility, respect, and fairness. And, for the last 2 years, I was traveling across the country and doing speeches and rallies, and I said that we must end all that, and we had a solution for that. That's protect the most vulnerable, like I said today. All these governments didn't do that. What they were not respecting our freedoms and our rights. So I was part of that movement, like as a leader of a national political party, and we started that movement, and now I'm looking at what is happening with the truckers and everybody. More and more people are coming on board, and if I look at the last poll or survey, about 30% of the population said, enough is enough. So that's a growing movement, and it won't stop. We just need Justin Trudeau and all these premiers to act as a leader and statements. They must end all that. It's unconstitutional, illegal, immoral. I'm very pleased that in Saskatchewan they decided to end the mandates, and in Alberta they may do that this month. So that's good news, but it's a little bit late. And that's why we were part of all that movement in the beginning, because we knew that it's not normal to shut down the society for a virus. That was the first time in the history of the world that we locked down healthy Canadians, healthy people, to fight a virus. The solution was to protect the most vulnerable and reopen the economy and let us live our lives.
And are you able to demystify, because some people say that the decision of the mandate and to lift all the health measure, it's on the province decision. decision and not the federal. From who is the decision at the end?
Yes, you're right. First of all, Justin Trudeau is imposing a vaccine passport for Canadian travelers like myself. I cannot travel by plane or by train in Canada. And actually, as a leader of the National Party, it's my role and my job to travel across the country and meet our people and build this party. So that must end, and Justin Trudeau can do that. Yes, provinces impose emergency orders in different provinces. They are in charge of that. But they were able to do that because Justin Trudeau gave them money to do that. New programs for businesses, program for Canadians. And we had the biggest deficit in our history, more than $250 billion last year. So Trudeau helped and said to provinces in the beginning of the pandemic, yes, you can do lockdowns and I will compensate you, I will compensate businesses. So that's why Justin Trudeau has a role. And also, the thing that he's doing is saying to people, civil servants, that they cannot work if they don't have the 2 shots. That's illegal and unconstitutional. He must stop all that and bring back these people with compensation. So Trudeau can do a lot, and he can speak with provinces and help them with the healthcare system also. So he's responsible of that. With his policies, he helped provinces to do more lockdowns and curfew the last 2 years.
And on your point of view, do you really think that this movement of the Freedom Convoy will change something on the decision?
I think so, yes. I think so because, these establishment politicians want to be reelected. And when you have 32% of the population that is fed up, and that is growing. In the beginning of January, we were only 15%. Now it's about 30%. And that may grow also. So they will have to listen to their population. You cannot be a prime minister and being in government and saying that 30% of the population, they are bad Canadians and we want to force them to take 2 shots. It won't happen. You must respect people. And I believe that the time is on our side. It's a little bit late, but I believe and I hope that in a couple of weeks, everything will be behind us.
So it's been almost 2 weeks that we are covering the Freedom Convoy on the press conference, but as well on the ground. If you want to see all our reports, you can do it at convoyreports.com, and on this website you can help to pay with us our travel expense, so you can donate generously. Thank you.